Page 5, the B. So toward the bottom of the page. In this lesson, there are 3 phrases. So similar to the last lesson where we had 2, now we get 3 phrases. You have any number of phrases, it's okay. At the top of the page, they have some first time, second time, third time, different ways of playing the phrases. I'll talk about that later. They also show you the hand position of the song. I would prefer you not use those. Music normally doesn't have a hand position in there. It only has the music. You got to figure out the hand position, and that's what I would prefer you learn to do right from the beginning. Just figure out what the hand position is using the music, not some chart. So I don't use those charts. In the middle of the page, they have preparatory studies. Again, it gives you a chance to wiggle the fingers. If you want to do those, you go right ahead. I don't cover them, but you're welcome to do the preparatory studies if you want. But I want to talk about the B thing. Let's look it over. You see it's 1.5 lines long. Interesting. Treble and bass clef. We have 1 sharp in the key signature. Remember the key signatures? They're the sharps and flats at the beginning of the lines like this. So in this case, we're in the key of G major. I don't know if you remember all this junk or not, but I'm going to keep saying it over and over anyway. And it simply means that all the F's in the piece will be automatically played as F sharps, wherever they are. If you see an F in the music, you automatically play an F sharp. Well, I look this piece over, I see there are no F's in it, so we don't have to worry about it. So we're still using the white keys. We got quarter notes and half notes and eighth notes, and we can deal with all that. Let's start with the right hand. Make sure we got the notes and the rhythms. How to figure out now where the hands go? Well, you look at the music. It tells you the little finger goes on D, the first note, here. And if you do that, the hand goes here. Simple. I don't need that chart to tell me where it goes. The music tells me where it goes. I'm not moving around, so I'm going to stay here. So at the beginning, right hand, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, there's 4 counts in a measure here, and we're counting quarter notes. Second measure, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Now again, if you have to, you forget the rhythm and just get the notes. Make sure you can know what these notes. Because in the second, third measure, there's a lot of notes in there. Just make sure you can get those notes. Then you can go back and get in the rhythm. So starting with the third measure, where all the eighth notes are, 1 and 2 and, 1 and 2 and, 3 and 4 and, 1 and. Just make them all even. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Like so. Left hand, on the left hand you have a G and a D, and then 1 fifth finger on the G and 1 thumb on the D. Put your left hand here. And that's the G and the D are the only thing the left hand's doing. Just G and D. At the same time, I'm just lowering the whole hand down here. Gently. Let the wrist collapse a little bit. Don't play with a stiff wrist. Let the wrist collapse a little bit. Try and get them down at the same time. And they're whole notes, so that gets 4 counts. Well, we have enough to do in the right hand, so that's okay. So when you put the hands together, you're just playing the notes at the same time on the first beat of each measure. 1, 2, 3, and 4 and. 4 and. You get the idea? You put the hands together. I already did. You're satisfied with it, no hesitations anywhere. You keep it nice and slow. We're not in any hurry here. Then we'll think about these phrasing. The phrasing is what I call part of the articulation. Articulation is how you're playing the notes in a way, sort of. So I do the articulation after I do the notes and the rhythms. I do the fingering, I got that all worked out, and then I can add in the phrasing. We're simply going to lift up between the phrases. So the first 2 measures is a phrase. I'm going to speed this up so you can hear the phrasing. You need to hear the musical sentence, and I can hear them better if I play it a little faster, the melody. Here. That's one thought. Okay, and then they say that's another thought. I don't think it is, but they say it is, so okay. And then finally, so that last phrase is the same as the first. Well, that's handy. So they're saying these are the phrases. Okay, we'll go along with it. The idea is to lift up between them in the right hand. So it's like taking a breath. Lift up. So between the G and B, lift up. And that's all I'm doing. At the end of the line, when you get to the A, lift up before you play the D. So we hear that phrasing. The left hand, you just play it as connected as you can. You can't, because they're repeated notes. And again, I guess if you want to lift up the same as the right hand, you can for now. Now remember the natural accents again. The first beat of a measure is a strong one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now, let's just concentrate on that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Lift up. It goes with the left hand here. 1, it's playing on it. The 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. You want to feel that. 1, 2. It's going to get a little more complicated than this before long. So try and get this now. And this first beat of each measure being the natural accent. It is the strongest natural accent there is. There are others, but this is the one we want to get down now. Go between the first measure and the second measure, where you hear. You're connecting that in the right hand. It's all connected. The left hand, you can't connect it. It's repeated notes. You have to lift up. There's a little silence there. Can you connect the right hand and not the left like that? Leave the right hand down. So you're lifting up here, but holding that down. That's tricky. Don't do this. Just because you lift up in one hand, don't lift up in the other. That's what we're after here on these in these eighth notes. Connect that all the way through, even in the left hand when you have to lift it up. Still, you connect the right hand. And at the end of the line is a phrase, both hands come up. So I'm only lifting the left hand when I'm in the middle of a phrase, and it's important you develop that feel. It feels weird at first, but please work on that. You don't have to go that fast. You take it at your speed. Don't take it at my speed. Don't copy me. You make it yours. Now up to the top, they tell you on these phrases different ways of playing them, louds and softs and all that. I'll let you do that if you want to do that. They say the first phrase very softly. Second phrase is a little louder. They don't say how much, just louder. And then the third phrase is louder still. You're just using more weight. The louder you play, you're using more weight. Don't tense up and get stiff. We want to stay relaxed. But you can do those things on your own. If you have a teacher, they'll help you do them too. Let's play this together slowly and double check that you have all the correct notes and rhythms. I'll give us 4 counts because it's in 4/4 time. So I'm going to go 1, 2, ready, go. That's 4. And let's play this very slowly together. 1, 2, ready, go. 3 and 4 and. 3 and 4 and. 3 and 4 and.